car holder doesn't hold things very well. Well, at least not my phone. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. Let me make sure this is. Okay, yeah, you guys. Let me make sure this is. Okay, yeah, you guys. Excellent. Okay. So, you guys, Karen Huger has jail time. Karen Huger has jail time. What are your guys' thoughts on that? My thoughts are not like everybody else's thoughts, of course, as always. Of course, as always. So we're riding today. We're in the car. Dear God, bless us on our way. Don't let any help us in the cars. Keep your hand above us. Keep us safe, healthy, and your care. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you, God. Okay, so we're going to go on a little ride. Let's go. Okay, so Karen Huger, you guys, she done got herself in trouble. She got herself in trouble. And, well, the judge would have found out already. It would have been part of the prosecution's record, I'm sure, that the previous encounters with law enforcement around drinking and driving being what they were, of course she was going to get that brought up. So at first I was like, oh, Sharice and them are bringing it up because we had never heard of it. I had never heard that she had previous drunk driving encounters. She has had 2 on the show. So she's had 2 in the last, 7 seasons? And she had 2 before that. And all 4 of these driving under the influence of alcohol incidences have been within the last 17 years. So not even 20 years. In the last 2 decades. Because at first I was like, oh, she's triple 60 plus 1. If she, let me put you back here. If she, I just don't want you guys sliding around, and I don't want my phone to slide on the floor, you know? Can you guys go right here? So if she, if she's triple 60 plus 1, and the first time was like when she was in her 20s or 30s, and it was like 30 years ago, that would have even been better than the 17 years. And none of it's good, but it would have been better had it been, a longer time, because it literally is like she hasn't learned her lesson. And I keep saying alcoholism is a disease. It's in a book as a disease. The Betty Ford Clinic exists because people have the disease of alcoholism, and they need intervention sometimes to even have to go to a rehab center. And many real alcoholics never think they have a problem. There's nothing to see here, folks. How dare that tree jump in the middle of the road? How dare that house jump in front of my car like that? Like, it's literally nothing to see here. And they don't even have a problem with their problem because it's a disease. And narcotics also, likewise, are a disease. My issue comes in with the use of the justice system being used to over penalize certain people. And people might be saying, oh, well, 4 tries, that she could have That's 4 times she put other people in danger. And if everybody was being judged on what the worst scenario outcome could be for their situation, then nobody would leave the house. Everybody would be equally judged. But no, people don't get caught sometimes. Sometimes they get caught. People learn the first time. Sometimes they don't learn the first time. And I mean, my hope and prayer is that it doesn't take 4 attempts with other people's lives. Yet it's a disease. And the people who have that disease are not in control of everything the way some people are in control. Like, it seems like a great idea to get in your car. You never hear yourself slur. You never see your jack jaw. You never notice the pile that you just made in somebody's fucking driveway. You don't even notice that shit because you're in your addiction. And when you're in your addiction, what's a horrible idea to everybody else seems like a great idea because of the state of the addiction and the inebriation and the altered mind and I mean, this is like biological, physiological things that are happening inside of a human. So anyway, I mean, I would be devastated if something bad did happen, like, oh my gosh, like, that's horrible. And luckily she only hit a tree. And thank God everybody was guided, guarded, and protected in that instance. And it took a huge wake up call for her to finally go to, first they said it was a med spa, you guys, like some kind of luxury spa. And then they said she finally went to this 28-day little rehab program, and that's not enough for them. Um, Now, the other times that she went before the court, I feel like the court had a duty at those times to order some type of rehab or something after the first instance. You know, we see all the time in series and movies of the weeks where the kid gets dragged in front of the judge again, or the other person gets dragged in front of the judge again, and they try to assist that person's addiction in a positive way so that there can be, like, healing. I did not appreciate during the season when the women were demanding that she somehow implicate herself in a country full of people that we wish would implicate themselves and pretty much are, but aren't taking the accountability to the people in the places where they need to take it. Bless you guys' heart. I don't think that she owed anyone on Real Housewives of Potomac, or the viewers for that matter, any type of um, admittance of guilt at all, because in this country, you're innocent until proven guilty, right? And then even sometimes it's like obvious to some people's eyes what happened to Rodney King, but to other people, they say that unconscious man whose body was flinching every time he got hit with the baton was somehow him resisting, you know? And other people saw, obvious brutality and excessive force. So I guess to each his own. And I'm going with the country on this tip. Innocent until proven guilty. In no way am I going to help you get me caught up in your system, even when that might be what needed to happen. Even when. No, you got a job for a reason. You're going to have to do your job and prove my guilt, because I'm innocent until you prove that shit. And I don't care if Mia Thornton's community mouth and freaking Jacqueline's community uterus, or Giselle's neck and ankles, or Ashley Darby's forehead full of lies, or Wendy and her 4 degrees, I do not care what they insist on. She did not owe them a thing. Any implication would have implicated her further in the case, and I think they actually used it against her that she didn't implicate herself when I'm innocent until you prove me motherfucking guilty. I just don't even get it right now. So the black lady was supposed to run and be like, oh yeah, I'm guilty. In this country? Really? Oh, and then she would have got grace? But the problem is that she was like, oh, I'm innocent until they prove their case, which is what they were paid to do. Like, wow, it's all set up. I'm innocent until you prove your fucking case, dude. What the F? Like, you have a total job for a reason. And I'm not sure why, especially a black audience. You don't know how to drive, Lord have mercy. Why, especially a black audience, when we know this system is built on us, by us, for them, how we would actively want to have a black woman or any woman willingly place herself in the freaking system that gladly finds places under jails for nothing for people who look like us, but we gonna help them. They got enough. They got enough. She needs to be held accountable. If this time she wouldn't have had to go to jail for a year, that's excessive. Even if there was freaking 4 other times, a year in jail for a 61-year-old woman, fine, she didn't get the message, whatever. But a year, a whole year, she's 60 fucking one. You know how they were hemming and hawing about putting Harvey Weinstein's ass in jail, and he harmed people for real, like literal lines of victims. Caitlyn Jenner, a whole manslaughter. Did that person go to jail? You see what I'm saying? So I'm just like, so y'all wanted her to willingly participate in a system that is built to overdo their justice on us for our entertainment? Really? That's what we want from people? I didn't want that shit. I do not want that shit. I do not agree. I'm not one of those see something, say something bitches. I'm just not. Well, it depends. I mean, there might be something that if it's certain situations, but I'm not just like a whole snitch rat. I'm not trying to get anybody, I'm not wearing a wiretap trying to get you to implicate yourself so that I can get something. I'm not like that. And I don't think by proxy that people that look like us, who know what the system does to us, should think that Karen should have done anything differently than what Karen did for her life. She didn't owe us nothing. She certainly didn't owe Mia's community mouth anything. Oh, well, I brought it up. And I tried to tell you guys. So, finish telling us the lies you telling us, Mia. That wasn't your place to tell. We can't even get the truth out of you. But you want Karen to take accountability. It's just weird to me. And like I'm saying, drinking and driving is horrible. I tell you guys all the time, my curvy crew knows that I am a product of MAD. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They used to bring those freaking cars around every prom season. They would bring the cars around and show us what could happen when you drink and drive. And that stuck with me. I've been designated driver for 50 fucking years. Because I don't drink and drive, and I don't get in cars with bitches that do. You're not putting my life on the line. And my consensus is usually that freaking if you don't care about your life enough to get in the car, then I know you don't care about me. Therefore, I'll be driving. You see what I'm saying? So I take like personal liberty with the knowledge that drinking and driving is horrible. And I'm still not going to be like, oh, Karen, speaking to the mic when you implicate yourself while your lawyer's actively trying to get you off the same way all the lawyers get all the other people off all the time. It's a justice system with loopholes and shit. She was hoping she got through another loophole. Unfortunately, she's on this show, and unfortunately, the people came for her head. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the people decided to like make it be known to the people how she's on this show. And I mean, I'm positive they used the footage. I'm pretty sure they used the footage from the show and pretending like it was not her, it was her not taking accountability. She didn't owe them accountability. And in court, even when you see your body cam footage based off of what the popo themselves have proven to get away with body cam motherfucking footage, when they're hurt, harming, and hindering our bodies from doing shit on camera, and somehow it's still not guilty, nothing to see here. Oh, that life was worthless. Really? But we were going to help put Karen in there. Really? Really? Oh, but Shannon Bedore, she hit a house, but the difference is she pled guilty. Yeah, she hit a motherfucking house. It had a ring cam footage thing happening. The tree didn't have ring. It had Ray standing outside of it, but it didn't have ring. You guys, I'm to my destination. I'm going to leave you guys in the car so the Bluetooth stays connected. And I'm going to go in. No, I'm just going to have to come back live. That's what I'll do. But I did want to see these comments. But damn. Let me see where's these comments at. How y'all doing? Let's see. Somebody held something. Karen needs to take accountability, and Karen hit a tree while sucking a blank. She can multitask, y'all. Kathy, you are hilarious. I love you too. Let's go back up to the top. Thanks for being here, everybody. Ooh, lots of comments. Bianca, right on. Thanks for being here. Happy Thursday. Mir, happy Thursday. Message automatically held for review, hidden by Bianca. What was that one saying? Oh, Darsa. Oh, you're getting hidden? Okay, Darsa, yeah, kick rocks. Bianca knows what she's doing. Kick freaking rocks. But I do want to see, let me see this deleted. Oh, yeah, she's on permanent timeout. You're on permanent timeout, Darsa. Yeah. Kathy, Karen needs help. Karen needs help and needs to go to jail. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. She has a problem, so when she does, the state say after 5 do rise. Yeah, well, hey, that's what they do then. That's what they do. She won't admit she has a problem. Most people who are in active addiction don't. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing to see here. They'll do whatever they need to do to avoid rehab in jail. That's why interventions are an entire thing. She has a freaking disease, you guys. The court needed to take action after the third one for sure, right? I mean, how we got to 4 is really on them, and that might be why they're putting the hammer down on her, because they did let her skirt by 3 other fucking times when there was no tree involved, obviously. Karen is not innocent. Since she won't say I have a problem, then get her the help she needs. Yeah, she, again, addiction. The first step is admitting it. They never do that till they get to the AA meetings regularly. I'm telling you, Mademoiselle, hey, what's happening? Um, the cops should have done their job and said, no, lady, you're drunk and you're going to jail, and made her face the consequences. Happy Thursday. Yes. Kathy Farron, 4 DUIs. The problem is that y'all, it's not, yeah, 4 is not a small amount. Karen could just get That's the other part. So I very agree with that. I mean, she's rich enough. She told the people she was rich. She could afford an Uber. She wasn't gonna owe the people money like Jenna Lyons. She could have paid for an Uber and a driver, and it was only a couple of blocks. I want Karen to get help before she takes someone else's life. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I love you too. This is why I can't stand about the government. Alcohol is legal, exactly, and then it makes you drive an impaired hospital belligerent and hit trees, and it's illegal. Yes, yes, they want this to happen. Yes, they do. I totally agree. Totally agree. When did reality get so toxic? Because now it's all I see. Exactly. LRGA Curves, I love you always. Thanks. You can have an opinion, and you didn't have one, and we would think, where is our larger, right? Yeah, like I'd be there. Bonita, thanks for coming over. Yes, good afternoon. Happy Thursday. After your dad passed away, you drove too fast again to take class and watch drunk drive. Oh yeah, that was like, I remember those videos. Um, and I was not drunk and I was driving at 78, 55. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. Yeah, I didn't, but also addiction, you're going to make excuses. The VCR needed to get stolen, right? So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I have freckles everywhere. I have my almond oil on my face. Shout out to Monique Samuels. She says that she uses her Mila Eve almond oil, but this is just some organic olive oil that I use. The maximum sentence in Maryland. Ooh, 10 years. Oh my gosh. See, yeah, they want people to get to 4. If there's a whole sentence for 4, there should be a maximum sentence at 2 and people wouldn't get to fucking 4. You know? Does Karen have to pay? Yeah, they said she owes like $2,900 or something like that. Yeah, dude, you're still hidden, Darsa. I'm gonna put you on the permanent delete list. Yeah, you're gonna have to freaking come up in another name. Freaking sex bot. We got a sex bot in the chat. Actually, we do. I usually get like there's this Fraser Michael person that comes through all the time ever since I started my channel, and I looked him up because he's like, oh yeah, I do adult movies, and I looked it up, and it's really a person that does adult movies. But I mean, he's never come up and said anything, and we've never seen his face. But his name is that, and he says he does that, and he's never inappropriate when he comes. He has good POVs and everything. He's hilarious. He hasn't been through in a while. I hope he's okay. Yes, you missed all of that sex bot, right? Yeah, there's a whole sex bot that Bianca had to hide. Yeah, Darsa, sex bot. Anyway, you guys, let me go in here. I might come back. Depends on how long the line is. I will talk to you guys sooner than later. Remember, there's enough to go around, so go get some. I'll see y'all soon.